Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos over here, but check this. This is not me playing. No, sir. This is random Joe Schmo that me and Husani ran into a couple weeks ago when we were playing some Black Ops. And I don't think this guy gets to kill the whole game, so he went to theater mode and watched, like, let's see what happens over here. And I told him, I was like, you know what? I'm going to examine this on Freestyle Friday and see what goes on through this person's mind. Because I don't quite get it, you know? I mean, there's circumstances that could happen. You know, let's say like a 5-year-old's playing this game, maybe. But this person makes some decisions that lets you know that this kind of old. So first off, he has a problem with the mosaic over here in the pool on the villa. He clearly has an issue with the mosaic. He doesn't like that design, that pattern. I'm not sure if he knows how to run like or sprint. He kind of just... I don't think he sprints the whole game. He clearly has an issue. I think he starts shooting the ceiling at some point over here, so he has an issue with the ceiling. I just don't quite get... He walks into a claymore, my man, YOLO. I just don't get some people when they play. Like, I play this game when I'm not like 100% cognitive on my functions, and by that I mean I'm drunk. The only thing that happens is that like my finger trigger doesn't work as fast. Like I have like a delay there between like, you know, my mind trying to process the idea and the actual game doing it. That's about it. Like I don't start shooting ground stuff, so I'm not gonna take the fact that this guy's drunk as an answer, even though people do handle the alcohol differently, so maybe he is. What other plausible explanation can we have for this man's play throughout this game? I'm not sure. Like, why are you switching over to your weapon? Clearly, like this isn't. I can't believe that this is just a 5-year-old, because this guy figured out how to switch guns. A 5-year-old, I guess, could do it as well. But this guy's pretty cognizant of the fact that he's switching weapons over here from what I managed to gather throughout this game. I'm not sure. Does he think that this is like an actual weapon? Is he cold? This is what's going on over here? Maybe he's a little bit cold. Hace frío en la villa. Entonces él quiere ir ahí and boom, get popped by Marcos, because that's what happens. Come on, son, what are you doing? He watches all the kill cams, so he doesn't know. It's very interesting. He doesn't know how to do some things. He doesn't know how to sprint. He doesn't know how to, I guess, not watch kill cams. He knows how to zoom in. He definitely knows how to shoot. I'll tell you that. Like, look at that. What is that? Like, there's clearly some sort of... It's clearly like a human being rationing out things here, thinking to himself, hey, you know what? It'd be pretty cool if I shoot this wall up a little bit in a straight line, you know, not just all over the place. I don't get it. You get these guys who go, oh, for whatever, and sometimes you go and watch them, and there's a lot of reasons. I remember, and look at this. He's just staring at his teammate. Like, what is this? He's shooting like, man. Maybe he's just trolling. Maybe it's just trolling, but even then, like, how is this fun? Like, where's the fun factor in this? This is what I'm missing. Like, at what point... There's an issue for me to just say, oh, this is fun for this guy to mess with his team. Like, what do you mean it's fun for you to, like, mess with your team? It's just it's a role, it's a function that I just don't have mentally. There's definitely something there that I don't see. And there you go, my chop up in the sky pops him over there. Choppers in the sky. That an attack helicopter? Really? Wow, man, that's kind of different for me. I don't know. Maybe I shot with a gun or something. I'm not 100% sure over here. But you know, sometimes you see like these guys that go zero and they're just trolling, they're just jumping off. I remember in Nuketown, I had some goon who died 120 times. He just kept jumping off the map. It was like kill confirm. We actually won that game too, by the way, which was pretty surprising. Like, what are you doing? What the hell is this? There's the guys who blow themselves up all the time. The only other logical reason I could possibly give this guy is, I mean, this is a big if, is that, you know, he's on his like friend's account and he's like, dude, let's mess with like his K, like my friend's really into Call of Duty, let's fuck with a KD. I know it'll piss him off. I always thought that that's like what those guys that just blow themselves up with C4s doing. I mean, like, where are you going, dude? The battle's on the other side. Even if you don't know the map, though, you don't want to tuck yourself into a corner of the map, right? Like this part, for example, right here, you should know this part of the map. This is where you start at. You kind of should remember a little 212 this thing. So he's coming up over here through the middle. But the C4 guys, just to finish my point on that, that'll really ruin the KD. You go 0 and 120, yeah, you're going to have to like go a lot of games doing well to bring that back up to where you were. I could possibly give you that, but this is even an efficient way of doing that. This guy looks lost. He looks confused. Mind you, Black Ops has been out for like 3 or 4 years now. Like, or I don't know how long it's been out. Like centuries even it's been out. What's going on here? One thing that I did appreciate, though, from watching him play is you notice a lot more details than you do normally. Like all this stuff that was on the floor over here on this rug, I never really paid too much attention to that, but, you know, maybe he's just trying to acquire some detail over here. There's really a large level of detail in these maps. I gotta give him credit for that. And this guy just pops from behind. Unfortunately, I mean, this guy just stands no chance this game, man. And I feel bad for his teammates too, because his teammates got to put up with this thing. Like it happens to me oftentimes when I go and I finish the lobby and I'm like, man, we lost that game. Really? Man, we lost by like 2,000. Like we got murdered. I was like, I wonder what happened. And I look at the scoreboard and there's like 2 0 for 33 guys at the bottom. I'm like, what happened? Like what are you doing? Like here, why didn't you go inside the building? You can't tell me it's fun to just get murdered by a chopper gunner. Like. That's macabre. Like what you mean that's fun? Now over here you got spawned outside or whatever. You can't really do much about that. You wouldn't have gotten inside anyway. And his teammates managed to take either me, Usani, whoever the hell was up there down. I don't quite get it. So now that the chopper's down, he decides to look up and start shooting. What does this mean? What does this mean? Is the big question I want to bring to you guys this Freestyle Friday. What is going? I mean, look at that. He's trying to shoot a chopper with a pistol, son. Like that doesn't even make no sense. Like cognitively speaking. Ah.